How to tell a story in a professional setting. It is definitely not told like once upon a time. Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Anjali. I'm the founder of Narrative, the Business of Stories, a story practice based in Singapore. I've been doing what I've been doing for 11 years. I'm also the author of Strategic Storytelling, a book that is a bestseller on multiple platforms. But this video is not about my book. This video is about you and making you a storyteller. So you work in a corporation and organization, the storytelling definition, have a beginning, middle, and end, will never work for you. That's a really good definition for creative field, for writing a novel or making a movie. You have 6 months, you can go lock yourself somewhere and you can come up with a story. You and I work in corporations and organizations. We run from one meeting to the other, deadlines, phone calls, emails, WhatsApp, Slack. It's all over us. And there is no time to be building a brilliant, long, beautiful story. We have to tell stories like that. So in this tutorial, I want to give you some basic principles about what is a story, how to tell it. Okay, let's begin. Number one, in a professional setting, there are two things about storytelling. One is relevance. Two is resonance. Okay, what is relevance? Relevance essentially is making someone go, this story is for me. It's relevant. It is for me. Okay. Resonance, on the other hand, is reminding someone of an experience that they've already had. You know, when people listen to you, when you're saying and they say, oh, that's so true, it means that it all reminds them of an experience that they've already had. They are, through your story, reliving an experience that they've already had. That is resonance. So relevance can be done in one line, but resonance is like a little story. Okay, so let's begin. Relevance, very simple, everyone. Okay, in relevance, if you're working in a corporation, you're telling a story to the bosses. Relevance often comes from three places for the bosses. Either whatever you are saying is going to make the organization more efficient. So our time to market is going to go from 2 months to 15 days. Efficiency. Or it's going to be about image or reputation. So this is going to put us on the front page of the newspaper, right? So that's about the reputation. Then finally, it's about money. You help me save money or make money. So profitability, increased revenue is something that they're interested in. So relevance comes from simple statement. Before even you start storytelling, you're going to say, okay, what I want to share today has got everything to do with increasing our efficiency by this, has everything to do by increasing our revenue by this, has everything to do with putting us on the front page of the newspaper. So you start by making things relevant in just one line. On the other hand, if you're not telling the story to the bosses and telling it to the teams, they don't really care about your increased revenue. I'm being honest, I didn't tell you this, but it is the truth, okay? What they care about is what do they become as a result of working on the project that you're saying. So for example, you can say, if we do this, you will become the workforce of the future. If we do this, you will become a citizen developer, which is you can code without having learned how to code, right? If you do this, you will become supervisors of robots. So you make things relevant right from the onset. That's the start of the story. Okay, we've done this side, we've done the relevance. Now let's look at resonance. Now resonance is what comes from actually telling a little moment that took place. For example, a moment could be I went to present to a client and I had a really bad experience from which I learned something, and now whatever I'm launching is going to help me with those kinds of presentations. So you pick the moment in which the problem to which you're providing a solution was lived, okay? So if I'm providing a solution like strategic storytelling, then a problem would be somebody goes and presents to the bosses, does everything correct, but yet walks out of the presentation not being heard. That's a problem. A moment I have to pick where I would tell the story about that moment, and this book is the solution. So the story of this book would come out of that, okay? So once you've got the moment in place, you have to make sure that these are the elements you pick from this moment to wrap a story, okay? It's very simple. So go with a calendar marker. When did this moment take place? So it was on the 5th of August 2019, or it was on the 25th of April this year, or it was 2 months ago, right? So pick a certain calendar marker, start from there. Then in the moment, you must have people. Like I went there, I presented to the customer, or I was presenting to my boss. You have to have people in the story. Mostly in oral stories, we like having 2 people, not more than that. Otherwise, it becomes really convoluted, very difficult to understand. From there, you go into things that are happening, right? Things that are happening. I went and did this happened, that happened, that happened, that happened. And then something unexpected has to happen, something you did not expect to happen that happened. Now, please bear in mind that this unexpected that we are talking about doesn't have to be like a major unexpected. I'm not telling you land a plane in the Hudson River. I'm not telling you the building must have fallen. It must just be as simple as that despite best preparation, having spent 5 months on that particular communication, I walked in and nobody heard me. And the worst part, I had no clue why people are not able to understand what I'm saying. That's the unexpected, right? Or it could be, we developed the product, we sent it on the testing, and the first testing, it was 100% failure. Something you didn't expect to happen, right? And then you have to be able to attach the point back. Now, the reason why that happened was because we did not communicate with the business team before developing our tech product, and the business team scenarios did not align with what our product could offer. Now, the point I'm making is that if we do that, before we jump into product development, we actually have a collaboration with the business team to collect scenarios in which they would be using our product. We will be able to come up with the right kind of product. So resonance will come from you narrating this story, this little moment where people will go, yeah, you're right. This happens to me all the time. So everybody, a story is about one line of relevance and then a bit of resonance, and then telling people to take the action, like that boss, approve whatever you want them to approve. And for people to get them to do what you want them to do. Hope that helps. If you want more tutorials like this, please subscribe to the channel by pressing the bell icon and stay storied.